these are the moments that they're going to remember who showed up.
In that moment, it's like, all right, I got to make sure everything is good.
I felt like, oh, I can't do this, I got kids. Oh, I can't do that, I got kids.
Yeah, that was my identity from the gate because I came out of like being a young girl to being straight into a mother.
My girlfriend, that through thick and thin, my girlfriend.
Hey, girlfriends, and welcome to Girlfriends Unscripted. Let's stop pretending like motherhood is soft. It's not always walks in the park, highlight reels, picnic breaks. It's actually exhausting, overstimulating, and it's losing parts of yourself that you can only pray you get back.
We're talking about the struggling mom, the resentful, the tired, the one who feels invisible, the mom who hasn't felt like herself in years. Because pretending it's all good is killing us. This is episode Motherhood Unscripted.
Motherhood Unfiltered. You talking about some Motherhood Unscripted.
That too. I'm talking about this is episode whatever.
Whatever it is.
Okay, let's try it. This is, I'm talking about good to go.
And I'm trying to figure out, should I just keep going and go with it?
This.
Should they keep going? It would have been funny.
Okay, yeah.
We
Okay.
can still go.
No, we cannot. All right, let's go. We're going to go over a little bit. 1, 2,
Oh,
3.
we should be more real. Okay, you ready?
1, 2, 3. Hey, girlfriends.
And welcome to Girlfriends Unscripted. Let's stop pretending that motherhood is soft. Motherhood is not walks in the park, highlight reels, photo shoots, matching outfits. Motherhood is exhausting. It's overstimulating. It's losing parts of yourself that you can only pray that you get back.
We're talking about the struggling mom, the resentful, the tired, the one who feels invisible, the mom who just haven't felt like herself in years. Because pretending it's all good is killing us. This is Motherhood Unfiltered. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
What? Okay, yeah,
So, who was I before kids?
yeah, that's a good question.
That's a good question, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think before kids, considering all things considered, how I feel like I became a mom overnight.
Mm-hmm.
So I think before
I think
kids.
everybody you
No,
got
I don't
time
think you become a mom overnight because you actually have 10 months.
No,
to prepare.
but even being pregnant, you don't prepare mentally for what's going to happen when that baby comes out of you.
Yeah, but I think when I say I became a mom overnight, yesterday I wasn't a mom and today I was. There was no 9 months, 10 months to prepare. There was, can you get these kids? And then boom, I'm a mom. So I feel like I became a mom overnight and then I didn't really know how to be a mom because I never did this before. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I think like when you go through the pregnancy, you have those 9, 10 months to kind of, you still don't know how to be a mom, but you know how, like you're curating and you're planning and you're preparing and you're getting these clothes together.
I feel like that's the picture of it, but it's really not the reality of it. When you're literally pregnant, you don't be thinking about, okay, like this baby's gonna come out. I gotta mentally start thinking about, no, you don't do that.
But you start nesting. You start like preparing and getting yourself ready
nesting
for
literally
this baby.
happens your 9th month. You start nesting. When they say nesting, they say you start cleaning up the house, folding clothes. That's what they say about nesting. So when that's starting to happen, you like, oh, this baby finna come. Mm-hmm. Well, why am I scrubbing the corner of the floor talking about my baby on the way?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that I became a mom very, very young. So, especially, so I had the chance to do it very, very young, and then I also had the chance to do it as an adult. So I feel like neither one I kind of like, prepared myself for. Even having my last child, I wasn't like, okay. When that baby dropped, it's like a whole new world. This baby crying, it's a whole new world.
Yeah, I feel like, so when I got kids, I was 25.
Mm-hmm.
I had already finished college. I had already kind of started living my life.
Yeah.
And me, I was outside. Mm-hmm. Like I was going here, I was going there. I didn't have no responsibilities, nothing tying me down. So when I did get kids, it was a period of time where I'm just like, but this is what I want to do. But then, dang, I got these kids, but
Yeah.
this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
And so it was like a point in time where my mom was like, you are a mother now. Like, you can't be going on trips every other weekend. You can't be doing that. You have to sit down. And so for a moment, I felt like I lost my identity because I couldn't move and shake how I wanted to move and shake. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like, oh, I can't do this. I got kids. Oh, I can't do that. I got kids.
Yeah.
It wasn't until after I was a mother, like for a while, that I realized like I need to have a life too. And that slogan when they be like, "Mama gotta have a life too."
That's real.
That's actually real.
Mama
like,
do need a life.
You can't be, because sometimes mothers can become weighed down with responsibility and with who they feel like they need to be for their kids. There's nothing for them.
Yeah.
And if you don't have any, if you pouring from, you cannot pour from an empty cup.
Yeah.
So if your cup is already empty, you can't be nothing to these kids. You really can't be who you need to be. You're not your best self.
Yeah.
You're not really, you angry, you short-tempered, you overstimulated. Everything is just, crazy. So I think that there has to be some kind of balance in motherhood and yourself.
Yeah. For me, so did I lose? I don't feel like I kind of, because I was still developing who I was at that time. I was in this relationship for, I don't even remember how long, but it was like a serious relationship at a very young age where I was engaged. And so I didn't have time to experience who I was even going to be, or who I was to be outside, or like we're just now literally starting to be able to go to parties. Like my friends are going, like it was the beginning of, me becoming an older self, so I don't feel like I lost myself. I felt like that was my identity from the gate, because I came out of like being a young girl to being straight into a mother. So I feel like that was my identity in the beginning. So
yeah, and I think for me it was kind of like I lost this person who I thought I was. And it wasn't like I loved the kids any less. Like, I love my kids. I'm so glad the day that I became a mother was like the best day of my life. But I did feel like there was some sense of like
resentment a little bit.
No, I didn't feel resentment. I felt like I was missing out, or I felt like I was losing these people, because like, this brings up like this whole conversation I had with my friend that I randomly seen at the airport when they had upgraded my seat to the first class, to the front of the plane. So I was feeling good. And then she came and she sat next to me. I was like, this is great. This is a great day. But then she was talking about how she doesn't have kids.
Yeah.
And all of her friends have kids. And so it kind of put a strain on her relationships, like some of her best friends, because they all have kids, so they're doing kid stuff, right? Yeah. She don't have kids, so she's out, she's traveling, she's going here and there, and sometimes they want to call you over to hang out, and she's like, sometimes I don't feel like being around kids. Yeah. I don't have kids,
I be feeling
so
like
I don't want to get.
And I got kids, like,
so I don't want to be around kids all the time. So for me, like, I remember I went to my friend, she had this surgery, and I had the kids. But I still wanted to be a good friend. So then I brought the kids with me to go over and check on her and make sure she was good. But the whole time she just kept saying, oh, are the kids doing this? Are they jumping on the couch? Are they doing this? And it kind of gave me anxiety. Like, girl, we finna leave. Yeah. Because you know what? They could run as wild as they want to at my house. So we going to have to head out. But I think that that's sometimes what happens when you do have kids and people don't have kids. Like, it's kind of like difficult to really cultivate that relationship unless they're just people that love kids. Yeah. And there are some of those people.
So do you feel like you did you feel like you grieved your freedom and did you feel guilty about it when?
I'm telling you, it was like a battle back and forth. I did grieve the freedom that I used to have, and I tried to somewhat make me have the freedom. And I kept saying, like, I gotta go out too. I gotta have fun too. Yeah. And then my mama had to be like, girl, you chose to be a mother. Yeah. When you chose to be a mother, like, you have to change some of that stuff. Yeah. Like, it's not saying that you can't do everything. I mean, you can't do everything. Nothing. Actually, rewind that. You can't do everything as a mom. You can do some things, but there has to be like a balance, because you have to cultivate your children. You have to grow your children. You have to teach them this and that. You know what I'm saying? And set the right examples before them. But you also have to take time for yourself. So even if it's okay, once a month I'm gonna take myself out, or I'm gonna do this, or I'm gonna do that, and you do it without feeling guilty. You know what I'm saying? But you can't do it every weekend. You can't always.
You can't keep up with the friends who don't have kids
because y'all lives are different.
They on the move.
They outside.
And sometimes you need to spend that time with your kids, because those
and get your friends that have kids, because it looks different. It looks very different. Like me having friends with kids. Oh, you want to go to the park with the kids, or you want to do this with the kids, or I'm gonna do this.
Because we can always get our mom juice at the park.
You could
chill.
And chill.
But at 21, or you say you were 21. Right? 25. So at that age, sitting at the park with mom juice would not have been fun.
It wouldn't have been fun. It wasn't fun. But when I start really, like, kids are cool. But when I really start seeing, like, how happy they are just to be spending time with me, like, that really, like, made me be like, okay. Like, and then when I saw, like, I could do most of the stuff that I want to do with my kids. My kids love to travel. We be outside. And at first, it was, like, this negative connotation behind it. Like, oh, I got kids. You can't do nothing. That's what people do. People always be like, oh, once you get a kid, you ain't going to be able to do nothing. No, yes, I can. We're about to be backpacking with my baby on my back. Like, we're outside.
Yeah. I think that is something that people do, and you still can enjoy life with your kids. I think it's honestly a little bit older. I can't say it's an older or younger thing, because some people really don't be wanting to be outside. You know what I'm saying? That's not like intriguing to them. And once they become a mother, that's more intriguing to them. Or, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, but I think also with being a mother, like, it's not even just the not being able to do the same type of stuff that you used to do. I think that the mental load that you carry being a mother is heavy, and you know. That saying they used to be like, mama's baby, daddy's maybe. Like, you never really understand that unless you like a single parent. And maybe I don't know, maybe y'all that's not single parents feel it too, but like, the mother never gets the chance to slack up. Like, you don't get a chance to not mother. No. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's
good, bad, or
indifferent in you. It's like you're automatically gonna do whatever it takes to, you know, survive, for you and your children to survive, or whatever the case may be. You're not gonna sit back. Like a dad sometimes, not all men, but sometimes in some situations, they feel like if they see everything is going afloat, then everything is still, you know, it's good. You know, like they don't check in some men, not all men, because some men is daddy, they be doing their stuff.
But they be daddying. my brother be daddying. Yeah. He's a daddy. Like, he's gonna do his stuff.
Yeah, but as a mother, you automatically it's an instinct that happens when you become a mother. In that moment, it's like, all right, I gotta make sure everything is good. I gotta keep everything afloat, because it's for you now, not for me. You know?
Yeah, but I think sometimes it could be overstimulating with all the noise, constant chaos, constant, like, everybody
constantly trying to figure it out
for everyone. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to figure it out for everybody. You don't get the chance to be. I'm off today.
Yeah, or you don't even feel like you get the chance to fail. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because if you fail, then your child fails. So you have to constantly be like, I gotta do it.
But is that like a I don't know what these people would say, like, what? A stigma. Is that a stigma? That you can't fail in front of your kids? Because sometimes wouldn't the kids grow from that failure too?
Failing in front of your kids. Like, if everything falls, that affects your child. So you don't want that to happen as a mother. You don't want things to fall. That's where it becomes like overstimulating, because you're trying to keep everything afloat, because what hits me affects my child. If I fall, that child's falling right behind me, and you don't want to see that.
You never want to see that.
Yeah, for your child to be knocked down by something that you did, or something that, you know what I'm saying, the turn that you made, you know. So yeah.
You know what's the craziest thing, like, about kids though, that's actually pretty funny? Like, the other day, I was not feeling good. My stomach was hurting so bad, and I was laying in the bed on the heating pad, and then Jordan came, and she was just like, "Are you okay, Mom?" And this day, I decided to keep it real with her, and I was like, "No, I'm not." And I thought she was going to be like, oh, you want me to rub your stomach or you want me to rub your back? She was like, oh, well, can I have 2 vitamins? And I was like, I said, I don't feel good. And she was like, and I said, could I have 2 vitamins? Like anyways. And I was just like, I'm not getting up right now. I'm laying down right now. When I get up, when I feel better, I'll get you the vitamins. And then she left and disappeared and came back with the vitamins and was like, could you just open them? Yeah. Like, girl. And sometimes that could be like overstimulating because kids do not get it. Like, kids do not understand. And when you're having a bad day, you don't really get to have no bad day. And I think like that's a realistic thing to really like put out there because people like to act like, oh, matching outfits, little purses, little pat outfits. Like, no. Not even, first of all,
that just happened to remember like all the appointments,
everything.
All the extra
I'm running back and forth to the doctors. I'm doing basketball, track, dance.
The other day, my baby told me, she said, I had just got back from my cruise. And I call her, she like, oh, I forgot I got to do something with cheer today. I said, girl, that's not my problem right now. I can't figure it out.
And the whole time it's still your problem and you still gonna figure it out like, because that's what moms do.
But I actually did it, and she did. She's 10 years old, and she figured it out. She was like, well, this is how I'm gonna get there, and this is that. And I'm like, okay. So when after I got in, I settled in, I went to where she was at. Like, all right, cool, now we good. Like she will figure it out. And I think when it comes to both my girls, they are like me, a lot like me. They don't really need me too much. They gonna be like, all right, you said I could do it, right? All right,
I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna work it out. So yeah, it's very overstimulating though, because it's a lot that we have to keep up with. Us, a lot that we have to do. Like, they forget their shoes at home for basketball. You got to run back and get the shoes.
So in a perfect world, what would shared responsibility look like? Like if you had a partner that could lift the load off of you, so it wouldn't be like so much on you, like being everything and doing everything. What would a shared load look like? Like if you were sharing a load with your partner?
I think for me, I think it would be more financial because I don't mind.
Show me the money.
I don't mind doing those little things. It's make sure you.
Me, I would like help. Like I don't need the money. Like
I don't even want to go to work. I don't want to go to work. I could be the stay-at-home mom. I could do the thing. I don't mind. I would go to back and forth 5 times to get the shoes. Oh, you forgot the shoes? Okay, you forgot the socks too? I'm gonna run right back. Like, that don't bother me. I'm gonna sit at the cheer practice for 2.5 hours because
so all we're hearing is, if you watching this, she wants to be kept. She wants to be a kept woman. She wants to be a stay-at-home wife. Okay, she do not want to work.
Because I could do the mom thing. I've been doing it a long time.
I am naturally like I'm gonna do it, but I want help. Like I remember, like in one of my relationships, I was doing everything, and I didn't really ask for help. And so when I finally did ask for help, and I was just like, "Hey, can you do this drop off?" Because in the morning time I got like. At this point, I had 3 drop-offs that I had to do. So I'm just like, hey, can you do this drop-off or whatever? And it was kind of like, oh, well, that's not my responsibility. That's not what I do in the morning. I like to get up in the morning.
Don't care what you like to do.
And if you don't know that boiling steam, like, if steam could have came from somewhere, it would have came out. Because I was just like, okay.
Because I would like
but
to
right
do
then
that
and there, I was like, start taking tally. Like, that's probably crazy to say, but I was just so mad because... Yeah, because like, what are you talking about? You can't help me do drop-offs. So I think for me, shared responsibility would be like anything that we could do for each other to make the load easier, like to make the load lighter. Like, oh, okay, I'm going that way. Let me drop these kids off. Okay, you gotta go to work at 7:20 in the morning. I don't have to work till noon, so I'll do the morning drop-offs in Palmdale so that you could get up and you could go to work on time. Okay, you have this after school program on Monday and Wednesday. On Monday and Wednesday, I'm going to cook for you. So when you come home, dinner's going to be already ready. Or I'm going to prep dinner, even if you don't cook, and you're going to cut up all the bell peppers and all the onions and get all of this prep for me so I could come home. Like, make my day easier. Yeah. Like, I really want you to make my day easier. I don't want you to do it all. Like, I can do it, but just help me. I think that's what shared responsibility for me would look like. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
So do you feel like the time that Jordan said, like, could you do that? And did you feel guilty guilty for not getting up.
No, I didn't feel guilty at all. I actually started laughing a little bit after. I was just like, I started laughing so hard because I was just like, this little girl, all she cared about was her vitamins. Like, she did not really care at all. And it really didn't bother me. Like, it didn't make me feel no way. I was just like, okay, this girl is funny. And I kind of chuckled about it because it was like, I didn't feel good. And sometimes I know that kids are like that. Kids have a one-track mind. So I don't never take it like, I feel bad I didn't get up. No, I don't feel bad. I didn't get up. And she would have been all right without them vitamins. And I wasn't about to get up. So
for me, sometimes I feel guilty for, like, if I'm not there for, like, something that's going on.
I think the younger kids, I don't feel guilty for. But the older they get, I do be feeling guilty. Like, if I'm not there for a performance or if I'm not there for a basketball game. That's why.
When I went on my cruise, Taylor had an award. And I was like, oh, I wish they could reschedule this.
Yeah.
Like, I felt truly bad that I was not able to be there, even though she's got plenty of awards. Same thing. She just got one a couple months ago. But it's like, I feel like I need to be in every moment and it was especially because when it was because of a cruise. Like, if it was because of work, I probably wouldn't win. You know, I would have made it. But when it becomes sometimes when it has to do with my fun, it kind of make you feel like bad for doing that. I think that for me, when the older kids, like, they basketball games, like, I never want to miss a basketball game. I never want to miss a performance. Like, because I feel bad about that. Like, I want to be there for them. And I think that's the age where they remember it. Kids gonna remember the times you showed up for them. And I think that's why, like, I didn't feel bad about the vitamins because Jordan asked for vitamins the very next day. She probably asked for I'm gonna get the vitamins that night. One of them days.
And she's gonna forget about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I didn't feel bad about that, but I did feel like if I missed, I think I was out of town and I had to miss a performance, and it made me so sad that I had to miss that performance because, like, these are the moments that they're gonna remember. Who showed up, who was there for them.
Especially it's like looking out, and I feel like your kid is looking out in the crowd for you at those moments. Like, it's
they're looking, they're always looking,
and I should be there. So, but I think it's okay if you can miss some of those things. You shouldn't all the time. Like, I'm just not going. But, you know, you have, like you said, mom gotta have a life too. So sometimes if the awards come on a day where you already planned a vacation, it is okay.
Yeah, but I think that as a mom, like, I pride myself in showing up. I pride myself in being there for my kids, and they come first before everything. And I make sure that they know that. Like, but I also have a healthy balance. Like, okay, if we just sitting at home and I get invited somewhere and I'm like, and before I used to be like, I don't want to leave them. I don't want. Now I'm just like, I'm gonna go out and even if I'm gonna go eat by myself.
For me, it's like if I do one thing, I gotta do something with my kid. If I do one thing for myself,
it's like you gotta even it up. Like, even the playing field.
I was out on the cruise, and then when I came back, Taylor's like, well, let's cook. You know, let's go in the kitchen and we're gonna cook together. I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
In my mind, I was like, okay, this weekend I'm gonna take her to the movies. We're gonna do something, and she just wants to cook. I said, all right, that's fine. We can do.
Taylor likes to cook.
Yeah, she do.
Really do. She be trying to be in the kitchen. Auntie, you need help? I'm like, yeah.
She like, I know how to cut that up because I cut that up at Auntie house.
Yeah, she likes cooking, and
then she wanted to record. She like, can you record me while I'm cooking?
Yeah, because you know I was in there doing
girl,
that
I'm like,
I could cook. I ain't no chef, but I do be cooking. I'm screaming. But yeah, I think, like, doing those little things to cultivate the relationship are important. I think that some parents think that monetary is all you have to be. That's not, being a parent, I started stuttering, y'all. I'm sorry. But being a parent is so far more than just monetary.
Yeah.
Like, kids notice that. And sometimes you don't realize that the little things that you do make a big difference. And sometimes I'll do something that just came up to my mind, like, oh, we about to do this. And then, like, our adoption day, we celebrate our adoption day. And when it's getting close, the kids will be like, so what are we doing for Gotcha Day? Yeah. Like, that's something meaningful to them. You know what I'm saying? So it's important to make these memories with your kids, because when they get older, they're either going to resent you or they're going to feel like, I don't know you, really, because we really didn't do nothing. So, yeah, it could be overwhelming as a parent, and that's why you have to take the breaks for yourself, but you also have to be there for your kid. Yeah. And you got to realize that they are the center and the front of everything. You know what I'm saying? And as overwhelming as it is, it's that much more rewarding to just know that they trust you, know that they know they can depend on you and you'll be there for them. You know what I'm saying?
Let's talk about relationships. Like when you become a mom, how does that change your relationships with your significant other or even dating? Just dating.
I think, okay, like for me, you know, I have a lot of kids. And sometimes when people ask, oh, do you have any kids? And I'm like, and then they're like, oh, how many? And then I say it, and then they're kind of just like, they'll act interested for the rest of the conversation to be calm and to be cute and to be decent people. I'll never hear from them again. And so sometimes I lead with that. Like, and especially if it's somebody that I know could possibly only want one thing, I'm like, oh, I got 8 kids. Like, I come up or straight out the gate. I got 8 kids. Yeah. And most of the time that deciphers between who really is there for you and who really is not. But I think dating and having kids is difficult because number one, you gotta protect your kids. You can't have everybody around your kids. You gotta make sure that they're safe. You know what I'm saying? And number two, dating while you have kids, you got to figure out what people's motives are. You really can't just trust anybody and everybody. You can't leave your kid with anybody and everybody. It's a scary world out there. You know what I'm saying? So you have to literally decipher between who's a good person, who's not a good person. How long is the long enough period to now I'm going to introduce you to my kid?
I think that's
okay. Now I introduced you to my kid, and then 6 months down the line we don't make it, and now my kid is asking about you. Like, it's so much that comes with that. It's so much that you have to unpack with being a single mom, dating, and then just navigating that whole world. So I think for me, it is like difficult to date because number one, I got a lot of kids and they don't really care how you got the kids. It's just that equals a whole lot of responsibility. So sometimes people don't want to deal with that.
Yeah. I feel like dating is kind of hard because especially when it comes to, you know, how you juggle the two, because in the beginning, of course, you're not just gonna lay up or have somebody in your house that your kids don't even know. So it's the complicated part would be juggling the two, because it's like, oh, I want to see my man or my little boo thing, and then I want my kids, so I got to go over here to do this, or we got to go out here to do this, but my kid needs this. So how do you mix the two? You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what makes it a little bit complicated in the beginning, but like long haul, once y'all get into that established relationship and this is somebody, it makes it a lot easier. But in the beginning, the dating part is what makes it hard, because you can't see my kids, my kid can't see you, because what if you just a weak partner, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
somebody
like,
that ain't
gonna work. And also I think that it could be difficult because like if you like a lover girl, like I'm a lover girl, you know what I'm saying? And I want to be around my boo like all the time.
Yeah,
like,
that's
boo, like, but you can't do that because now you gotta set appointments. Like, and you know what really be pissing me off, like as a single mother dating, is like it takes so much time to find a babysitter, to get somebody that can sit with the kids, to get a day that you're available, that you don't have nothing, you don't got no running around to do this, and you don't plan this whole day, and then you get hit with the can I reschedule?
No, my day's
like,
already.
You know what? That makes
my day's already figured.
My day's already figured out, and then that make me not even want to give you another chance because like. It takes a lot to be able to get ready to go to this date or to go to wherever for you to not be inconsistent. That's a turnoff. Yeah. And I think that becomes more of a turnoff as a single mom in dating because
it took a lot of
work.
It took a lot for me to clear my schedule for this.
For you. And I don't think, like, on the outside looking in, you wouldn't think that it took that much back work, but it does. So when you do get canceled on or can we reschedule, it's kind of like, do I want to reschedule?
Yeah.
Like, if you like that person, I think you would. I think I would if I really liked them. I was like, okay, they was busy. Okay, whatever.
Something came up. Let me, you know that babysitting I had need you for that day. I'm gonna need that another day. Yeah. Keep it open. Keep the books open. Yeah. I think dating is a little bit difficult when it comes to that. Having kids and trying to juggle that. But once you become like in a relationship with somebody, you know that's once somebody. You get to know them and once y'all been vibing and everything and you feel like you could trust them, then I guess it could get easier. But I think like in the beginning, it is difficult and it does take work and preparation and all of that. So have you ever been sick but still had to be a mom. Literally, you just...
Girl, I just said that. Like, yes.
Yeah.
And I think, like, that happens oftentimes. We be feeling terrible.
And still gotta get up.
Still gotta get up.
But you know what? I'm not gonna lie. My house is a little bit older than your house. So it's like I'm not feeling good. And a lot of times my boyfriend be like, leave her alone. Mm-hmm. She not feeling it right now, Taylor. What you need? Mm-hmm. Like, so I feel like I do get those moments to be like, I'm sick. I go home, I'm gonna lay in my bed, and they gonna all figure it out. They gonna figure it out amongst themselves because I do get to enjoy.
I think like now,
like
I could get a little bit of help because, like, you know, Narayan and Naveen, they're a little bit older.
Yeah.
And if they see, like, I'm on my deathbed, they'll step in.
Yeah.
They'll be like...
And that's why I used to always tell you, you'd be like, I don't have a babysitter. Yes, you do.
I know.
You're like, I don't trust it with my kids.
No, that's just part of the guilt that I felt for leaving, like, them. That's the guilt that the world puts on you for leaving your kids with a babysitter or for leaving your kids like yes, she's 16, she's old enough to keep an eye on them while I go and get something from the store or whatever, but the guilt that people that
or
society
even go
puts
sit at
on
the
you,
dinner
or,
table and
eat some food or whatever, like, you know what I'm saying? But the guilt is that's your responsibility. So for a long time, I had that. Like, these are my kids. I'm not going to put the responsibility on my other kids. But they want to help. They want to be there for you. They want to, you know, support you. So, like, even now, like, Naraya should be like, oh, Mom, are you going to go do this? Are you going to go get your nails done? I can keep the twins for you. And so it's kind of, like, good to have that little bit of help or have, you know, somebody to help me. But I do some days, most days, if I'm sick, I'm working on it. I'm sick while working the job. This is the job that never ends. It's the job that never quits.
We talk about this all the time about you just not being able to have those moments or just rest.
Just rest, yeah. I don't think that would be like, I couldn't do it.
Yeah. And
that's why my mom always be like, oh, you off today? Are you bringing the twins to daycare? Absolutely. I'm taking them fasting, fast in the fast lane, doing 60, doing 80 in a 60. I'm getting them there because this is the day that now I can rest. Now I can recover. And they don't come often, but I need to rest and recover.
You got to have those days because you got to rejuvenate. You got to pick yourself back up so that you can keep going. Because what if you just run yourself, one day you're going to have to lay down and it ain't going to be nothing you're going to be able to do.
My sugar getting low.
So,
like, really, I'll be needing a break.
Yeah, I feel like let's get into, like, the struggling part of the parenthood because it's very hard out there. And I think, and one thing I am so, like, serious on is, like, mothers who are going through something or, you know, fighting for something and having nobody to, you know, be there for them or something.
I literally saw a post, and it's a distant friend. Like, we knew each other in high school. And she had posted, is it wrong for me to want time for myself?
Yeah.
And I know I'm a mother, but I need some time to get myself together because mentally I'm dying. Like, I'm drained mentally. And I had to let her know, like, you cannot pour if your cup is empty. You can't pour into your kids like you need to. You can't pour into your marriage like you need to. You can't pour into anybody, your friends, like nobody. If you come with an empty cup.
I hate the fact that people literally put in that stigma that, you know, you're a mom, you have to do this or you have to be there for your kid. Or it's you have to have those times for yourself. Like, and it bothers me that a lot of girls like are there being a parent and don't have a support system. You have to have a support system. You have to have one friend, a auntie, a grandma, somebody who can take that load off
and just let you recover.
It's not that you don't want to be a mom. It's not that you're failing at being a mom. It's that you need those moments to yourself. I had a friend a long time ago. She had lost custody of her kids. Well, she was not really my friend, but you know, we lived in the same apartment building. But she was a good mom. You always seen her kids. They were dressed well, hair done, clothes done. Everything was nice about them. And then the girl got into it with her boyfriend. They took her kids. So she doing everything that she needed to do, you know, for her kids to get her kids back. And one day she was just like, you know, I feel like my kids are better off where they at. And I'm like, Why would you think that?
Mm-hmm.
You know, what makes you think that your kids are better off somewhere
else without their
because
mom.
every kid needs their mother. So why would you feel like that? And then we all moved away, and then lo and behold, the girl got her kids back. You know, she having another kid right now, and all of that. But it's like she didn't have. What if she didn't have that moment with me to just to talk that positivity in her? She could have went straight down the wrong path. Sometimes sometimes you have bad mothers, but sometimes you have a girl who's really trying. That seems like the world is against her, and need that just one person to just speak life into her, to let her know like it's okay, you're doing good. You know what I'm saying? No matter what everything's looking like, you're still fighting, So
I think mothers have this innate fight in them. They're going to fight. They don't care about nothing else. They're going to fight for their kids. Take it back. Most mothers have this innate fight in them. They're going to fight. They're going to do whatever they have to do for their kids. And that's just what it is. Like they're going to go high, low, wherever they go to search the earth.
But what about the girl who didn't have that as a child to even know to fight? What if their mama wasn't the fighter? You know what I'm saying? So we have worlds where our moms were like that, but we also have girls who didn't have that stability or that how do you call it, like to put them foundation. They didn't have that foundation to even bounce off of that, to even be like, all right, I'm a strong woman, I got my kid. When the world starts like pointing at you, pushing you down, where's the lift? Because you don't even have that behind you. You don't even know that path, So I'm really passionate about when it comes to like mothers that don't have that, because I had that. You had that. You had that woman in your life to be like, you are this, you are that, and you got this. Some girls left their home when they was young, or they, you know what I'm saying? They don't know.
They don't really know. So they really think like the struggling mom is a failing mom. But the struggling mom is not a failing mom. All moms are struggling. It's just that we still fighting. We still continue. We still going. We still doing what we gotta do.
Maybe you just need that one person to just say, girl, you got this. It could be, if you need me, call me. I'll tell you, girl, you got this. It's hard out there, but you got it.
Yeah, and I think also what kills like the stigma, that's why people don't know it's okay to have a hard day. Because online presence, people are posting like, mom is this glorified thing that they're doing. That is not really real. Like that's not real life.
It's a joy to be a mom, but
it's a joy to be a mom, but it's hard.
Yeah.
And the reality of it is that it's hard, and you're gonna have days where you feel like I just need a break. I just need a second. What was that? Was it Love and Basketball? She was like, can I get a week yet? Yeah. Like as a mother, you feel those moments like, can I get a day? Can I get a break? Can I get 20 minutes where no one says nothing to me?
Mom.
And that you shouldn't feel guilty for that because you need that. That is like, you spend most of your time being something for somebody else. You got to be something for yourself.
Yeah.
You have to be something for yourself. You have to allow yourself to have the time and not feel guilty about it. And you have to know that every day is not going to be a good day. Every day is not going to be a great day. And there's some days we're going to feel like I'm not passing this mother thing.
It may be not a day, it may be a week, it may be a month, it may be something, but it's motherhood.
Yeah, and the good thing is, it's no motherhood handbook. Like, I mean, they probably have books that they selling on Amazon or whatever, but really, every walk is different. Every journey is different. Every motherhood journey is not the same. So what works for you might not work for me. Like I have one of my I call her my sister. Like it was a point in time she was going through like this whole thing. You know how like there was this battle between custody, and as mothers. Most mothers, I keep saying most mothers because there are some that are just thumbs down. But she was fighting. And then she got to the point she was like, all right, I'll get them on the weekends, or I'll get shared custody. Like it was just like she was draining herself. And she didn't have nothing else to give. So if you don't have nothing else to give, where can you give from?
Yeah.
But when she decided, all right, hands up. Then now she could fill herself up. She could fill her cup. And now however the dust settles, then now she's able to give from an abundance instead of giving from a lack. As parents, We have to allow ourselves to be refilled, allow ourselves to be poured into, allow ourselves to take a break so that we can give out of our abundance, not out of our lack. Because motherhood shouldn't feel like a task or a chore or something that we have to do. It's a joy to be a mother. Children are a gift from God.
And very easy. As complicated as we make it, they are very easy.
If it's a baby, feed them, change their diaper. If they got gas, maybe rub their stomach, do the bicycle, whatever. And it ain't all that easy, but you know how to do it. Yeah. You can learn how to do it. And if you don't know how to do it, there's plenty of people that would like to help you. There's plenty of people that want to help you, but sometimes
but when I say easy, I don't mean like that. I mean like we make it hard, like, oh, my kid needs X, Y, and Z. When it's very simple. When it, like I said, I was like, okay, I'm gonna, take Taylor out to the movies. It was very simple for.
She didn't want to go to the movies.
She just wanted to help me cook. Like we make it a little bit more. I
be literally planning this whole extravagant thing, and they be like, you want to have a movie night?
Yeah, like.
Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying?
In your head, you ready to spend some money, and they just want to chill.
Kids are simple.
Yeah,
and they just want your time.
Yeah.
And I guess I would leave that to say, like, if you're a mom, just give them time.
Yeah.
Just show them that you are there for them, that you do want to be there for them. And I guess, like, going away from this episode, what is it that you're carrying that you can lay down, right?
Yeah.
Or what is it that, whatever it is that you're feeling right now as a mother, you're not alone. And
allow yourself that time. It's okay to get a babysitter. It's okay to go outside, not like turn up or whatever. However you want to go outside. Go outside for a walk in the park. Go outside to turn up. However you want to go outside, it's okay for that. And allow yourself to do what you need to do for you too.
And be intentional. Like, be intentional in the things that you do for yourself, in the things that you do to build yourself up. And it's okay to say, like, I need to take this time for myself, and don't feel bad about it.
No guilt.
And don't feel guilty. You are a good mom. You're rocking it. And being a mom is not easy, and it is not rainbows and butterflies.
Yeah, just know you're not failing. All right, y'all. We got this.
All right. So keep being the best mom that you can be. Take the time for yourself. And yeah.
Until next time, girlfriends.
Peace out.
How long?
For anything. We keep it real, we keep it true.